Hi everyone, this is Anne. This video is on one of my very favorite anti-aging topics, which is dermarolling. And I'll be going over the basics of dermarolling, and then I'll also be doing my complete dermarolling routine for you. And dermarolling helps to build new collagen, which helps to reduce lines and wrinkles. It helps to reduce scars and stretch marks, and it improves the skin texture. It can also help with hair loss if you use your dermaroller in your area of your hair that you're losing your hair. I really believe that the Dermaroller is one of the very best anti-aging at-home devices that you can use. And I always recommend that everybody do their own research on dermarolling. There's a whole lot of information out there on dermarolling. I'm not a medical professional. I am just a 50-year-old who's trying to age as well as I can by using at-home treatments and topical products. I've been dermarolling my face for the last 8 to 9 years, and I've been dermarolling my lips for the last 3 years. And dermarolling is not a quick fix. You do have to be consistent with it, and it does take time to build collagen. So you typically don't see results until you've been dermarolling for at least 3 to 6 months. But I have seen great improvement in the areas that I've been dermarolling. I do have a favorite type of Dermaroller, and I'll go ahead and list that along with some skincare products that I like to apply after dermarolling, and I'll just list several different ones that I like to apply. I don't apply all of these right after dermarolling. I only apply a few products after I dermaroll that are non-irritating and that help to build collagen. And I know that everybody has different budgets, and so I'll put some at different price points that I use that I really like down in the description box beneath this video in case you're curious to see what type of dermaroller I like to use and what type of products I apply after dermarolling. I do 1 or 2 new videos each week, so if you find my videos helpful and you're not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you happen to know of anyone who might find my videos helpful, please be sure to share my channel name or my videos with them. The Dermaroller is just a little handheld device with a wheel that has tiny little needles in it. And when you roll it across your skin, it creates tiny little puncture marks in your skin, which then triggers your skin to go in and repair itself, building new collagen. And it also helps skincare products to absorb deeper into your skin. You never want to share your Dermaroller with anyone, and you only want to roll on clean skin. Also, you should disinfect your Dermaroller after every use, and I disinfect mine just with a spray bottle full of rubbing alcohol, and then when I'm done using my Dermaroller, I just really drench my Dermaroller with the rubbing alcohol. I place it in its case with the lid off and let it dry for a good hour before I put the lid on and go ahead and store it. When I dermaroll, I roll vertically 5 to 10 times, horizontally 5 to 10 times, and diagonal each way 5 to 10 times in every area that I am dermarolling. Some people like to dermaroll their entire face, and I tend to just roll my most wrinkled areas, which is a lot of my face, but it's not my entire face. I do dermaroll my forehead, around my eyes, staying right on the orbital bone that goes around my eyes. I roll around my mouth and a little bit on the lines that I have on my neck, and then on the backs of my hands. And the reason why I don't roll my entire face is I think of a wrinkle as kind of a depressed area that has lost collagen. And so what I want to do is just build collagen in that kind of depression of the wrinkle to raise it up so that that wrinkle is not as noticeable. Dermarollers do come in different needle sizes, and I have 2 that I always repurchase. One of them is a 0.25 millimeter, and you can use this one every night. I typically use mine about 2 to 3 nights a week, and this size helps with product absorption. The other one that I have is a 0.5 millimeter, and this one is long enough to stimulate new collagen growth. And I use this one at most once a week, and typically I just use it once every 2 to 3 weeks. And I replace my rollers about once every 6 months. Dermarolling does make the skin slightly red or pink, kind of like a mild sunburn, for a couple of hours. So I always dermaroll at nighttime after I've removed my makeup and cleansed my skin. And for about an hour after dermarolling, skincare products are going to absorb deeper into your skin. So it's a great time to go ahead and put on a skincare product that helps to increase collagen. And then I just go to bed, and when I wake up, the redness is gone from my skin and the skincare products have completely soaked in. I do always dermaroll at nighttime, but since it's daytime right now, I'm just going to go in and remove any makeup or skincare products that I have on in the areas that I'll be dermarolling. And since I won't be dermarolling over my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and leave my mascara and eyeliner on. I'll be using my 0.5 millimeter Dermaroller, and when I roll on a wrinkle or a line, I like to just hold my skin so that it kind of opens up that line or wrinkle, and I can Dermaroll right into that line. On me, the most sensitive areas to Dermaroll are my forehead and my upper lip, but I'll just go ahead and start on my forehead, and I just kind of hold my forehead skin tight so that I can get the Dermaroller into the lines on my forehead. And I just roll back and forth 5 to 10 times, horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. And you can see it does make my skin a little bit pink, but that will go away in just a couple of hours. And then I do Dermaroll right in between my eyebrows as well. I do roll around my eye, and I just keep it right around the orbital bone. I don't go any closer than that to my actual eyeball, and I do roll across my eyebrow as well because it does help to stimulate hair growth. I do have a couple of horizontal lines on my neck that I'd like to reduce, so I do roll just a few times across those, but I don't do too much to my neck because you have your thyroid in your neck and I just don't want to mess with it too much. But I just lean my head back to open up those lines and kind of hold my skin. And when I roll, I don't push deep into my skin. I just apply very light pressure. I just place the roller on my skin, and with very light pressure, I roll. And then I roll around my mouth, my marionette lines, my smile lines, and my upper lip lines. And when I roll on the marionette lines and the laugh lines, I do hold my cheek in place to kind of open up that line. And I do have a blemish here, so I'm going to try to avoid that because you don't want to roll over a blemish. And then I also roll the backs of my hands, and I just roll in the same pattern that I roll on my face, which is horizontal, vertical, and diagonal, about 5 to 10 times in each direction. And I do roll down each finger about 5 times. And then I just roll my other hand. And down each finger. And then I roll my lips, and I just hold my lips tight against my teeth as I roll. And then once I'm done with my Dermaroller, I just really douse it with rubbing alcohol. And then I place it in its case with the lid off for an hour and let it dry before I put the lid on and go ahead and store it. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching.